We should boycott Christmas. That's what's going to hurt them. Fine, we can't all do a general strike. I get it. Let's boycott Christmas. We don't need material things anyway. It's 2025. Do you really want to buy all this stuff from the companies that laid everyone off this year? I don't think so. What we want is more time anyway, with our families, with our friends. If you work that day, call off, call in sick. Let's boycott Christmas. We can do this. Let's hurt them where it really counts. Come on, we got this.
I just wanted to remind y'all that Christmas is canceled. I know some of y'all may have forgotten, so I am here to give you your friendly reminder that we are mad. Remember? Police brutality, capitalism. Our voice has been diminished. Just want to remind y'all, because I know some of y'all have forgotten. I know some of y'all ready to spend that coin. Black Friday is on the way, but y'all, Christmas is canceled. I'm watching.
Every December, we see the same thing. Lights, decorations, music, shopping, and excitement everywhere. But this year, something feels different. And across social media, more and more Black Americans are saying they are not celebrating Christmas this time. And not because they've lost their faith or their joy, but because they're exhausted. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here today because we are talking about a growing movement that's shaking things up. Black Americans boycotting Christmas 2025. Some are calling it a protest. Others are calling it survival. And between the rising cost of living, the government shutdowns, and how bad the economy has gotten, people are saying they've had enough. But this isn't just about skipping Christmas. It's about sending a message. So let's see what people are saying about this boycott and why so many are choosing not to celebrate it this year.
And while we're on task, go ahead and cancel Christmas. Go on and start that family chat and let them know that you're not exchanging gifts this year. Hopefully everybody in your family is on board. And I know you're thinking about the kids. Well, Facebook Marketplace. If you're going to buy something for somebody, buy something small and local. You know, support a small retailer. But it's going to be Red Friday for these folks this year. Someone called it that in my chat. It says it's not going to be Black Friday this year. It need to be Red Friday. And I agree 100%. Hashtag Red Friday. But it's a good opportunity to teach your kids that freedom ain't free. And it's a conversation that need to be had because, you know, somebody going to have to sacrifice and we going to have to fight for this shit. So here we are. And those retailers, they're going to know. I know they're sitting on inventory from last winter. And guess what? They're going to have that same inventory next winter. It's like, seriously, let's do this. There were Christmases I had as a kid where my mom didn't have any money. She made us sweet potato pies, and that was fine. You know, they were good. We were just as happy. We were like who's in Whoville. And I think that's how it needs to be. You know, if you want to do something, switch it up a little bit. Do some community service. Spend some time, you know, serving in a soup kitchen as a family. Donate some money to like a homeless shelter. Help somebody else this year. Do something that really counts if you're going to do something. But if you buy something, please buy something small and local. Don't give these retailers nothing. We're not spending money. October, November, December, they make a whole lot of money off of us. And here's the time to teach them. We're not spending no money. Red Friday, cancel Christmas.
Man, Santa's already canceled Christmas around here, man. Our kids already know. I say, hey, Santa's boycotting Christmas this year because of what's going on in America. Have real talks with your kids, you know. Set the precedents, man. It's real around here. Like, we really have to cut off spending. It's not even just for this administration. It's for the billionaires, man. These fools are literally firing people who are like close to retirement. And for what? The bottom line. But who runs and funds the machine, the money that they have in their pockets? Us, the consumers. Keep your money in your pockets.
We have no business going into the third quarter making corporations uber rich. After the year we've had, we could literally cripple this country and bring it to its knees by canceling Thanksgiving and Christmas. Easily. They've been planning and projecting for this income since last year, previous years. They do these reports years out. They've been planning and plotting for you the same way that we sit around and be like, oh, I can't wait till I get my taxes in February, March. That's what they be saying. This is their taxes. And they be like, I can't wait for Christmas. We might slow down in the summertime, but Christmas, everybody's going to let their fucking ego, their sense of competition, their consumerism overtake them. Everybody going to be so fucking short-sighted and ready to just spend some other money. I don't give a... After the fucking year we've had, we have no business taking our money out of corporations like Target just to wait until November and December and give it all back to them.
Thanksgiving and Christmas needs to be canceled by all Americans. We are not celebrating. We are not spending any money. Okay? Spend nothing. Fight it.
As you can see, this isn't about people losing their love for the holiday. It's about reality. And many Black Americans are saying this Christmas just doesn't feel right anymore. And they're tired of struggling while the prices of everything from rent to groceries keep rising. And the government keeps going in cycles with shutdowns and no real solutions. And for many, it's not just about skipping Christmas. It's about making a statement. And they're saying, we can't afford to celebrate when we can barely afford to live. And that is quite understandable. When every paycheck feels smaller, when people are working 2 or 3 jobs just to survive, and when even basic things like food and shelter have become a luxury, then celebrating can feel almost impossible. What's happening now is actually part of a bigger picture. If you look back, there have been similar movements before. Times when Americans boycotted Christmas during tough economic years, especially in the 1970s. And back then, it wasn't about rejecting joy either. It was about protesting injustice and demanding change. And people wanted the government and corporations to understand that if citizens couldn't afford to live, they wouldn't keep spending like everything was okay. Fast forward to 2025, and that same spirit is returning. Only this time, the frustration runs deeper. People are angry about being ignored. Many feel like they've worked hard all year but have nothing to show for it. And some say this boycott is about stepping back from consumerism, refusing to pour their last few dollars into companies that don't care about them. And others say it's about waking up, realizing that Christmas has become more of an economic event than a season of love and gratitude. And when you think about it, they have a point. What's the meaning of Christmas if families are struggling to keep the lights on while corporations rake in billions? But this boycott isn't just about anger. There's also pain in it. Pain from broken promises, high living cost, and a system that seems to be collapsing on ordinary people. And many Black Americans are choosing to use this time to reflect, reconnect, and rebuild instead of overspending. And for them, this boycott is more like a reset, a way to reclaim peace and financial control in a country that feels increasingly unstable. Still, there are others who feel this boycott is too extreme, that it takes away hope during a time when people need it the most. But for those participating, it's not about hopelessness. It's about making the hard choice to stop pretending everything is fine when clearly it isn't. So in a way, this boycott represents the growing frustration across America. And it's not just about the economy, it's about being fed up with the inequality, the constant pressure to spend, and the feeling that no matter how hard people work, they're still falling behind. So maybe this isn't about canceling Christmas. Maybe it's about redefining it, about reminding people that peace, love, and family don't come from money or gifts. And maybe it's a chance to find a new meaning in a time when the system feels broken. So guys, that is what I had for you today. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective about this conversation. And before you leave, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more trending stories just like this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Amy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay blessed.